Hey guys, Tori here from Nifty Thrifties, and I'm here with a what sold video for the month of April. In my opinion, these are more valuable videos to watch because you see what's actually selling in real time. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, the first thing to sell was this vintage Y2K Abercrombie & Fitch military coat. And we got it at the bins, paid about, well, just under $2, and it's sold on Poshmark for $70. Next item is this Farm Rio top that we got at the bins. I was so happy to find this, and it's sold for $50 on eBay. I actually had this listed on eBay for $40, just plain, like no best offer, and I kept getting messages from people of like, hey, would you take 30 for this and all this stuff. And eventually I was like, I need to just price this up and just account for offers. So I priced it at like 70 or something like that and got an offer for 50 and accepted. Okay, this was a Halo book that we picked up at the bins, and it sold on eBay for $25. Okay, next thing was a Reformation bodysuit that we found at the bins, and this sold for $37 on Poshmark pretty quickly, like I think the same day that I listed it. Next item is this pair of Nike skateboard camo shorts, and it sold really quickly for our full asking price of $35, and that sold on eBay. I got an offer and I just waited it out, and they eventually just, either them or someone else, I think, bought it outright, so I was happy with that. Next thing to sell were these pair of Tasso Elba new with tags linen pants that my dad gave to me. And they took a while to sell, but now we're coming into the season for it. They sold on Poshmark through someone who found it on Google, and they paid $35 for it. Next up, this CP Shades tunic. I think it was 100% silk. I found this in Humboldt at a thrift store for 50 cents in Humboldt County to visit family, and I had it priced at 90 for a while, and I got an offer for 50, which I accepted on eBay. Oh my gosh, okay, this one is embarrassing and it's hilarious and it's a great story. So we found this at the bins. It's a vintage, I believe 50s or 60s buckskin wool shirt. So I was in the middle of adjusting prices in bulk on eBay, and I'm glad we got this at the bins because I meant to price this at like 60 or something like that, and it glitched out and just said 6. So I listed this for $6 and it sold immediately before I could like fix the issue to someone. And because it was eBay, I just didn't want to like give any reason for my account to have any weird thing. And so I just went ahead and I shipped the item. I made $3.30. Yay. So that was just a funny mistake, a costly mistake, but whatever. Okay, next thing to sell were these pair of Vionic sandals. They were new in box, and I ordered them from swap.com, which I don't recommend doing. I don't think they're the best, as I will share more. They're not a good site to order from for many reasons, but this item was okay. And I actually got these for myself to see about. They were my size, but they were way too wide for me and just looked weird. And I ended up selling them on Poshmark for $60. And that's literally what they are retailing for currently. So that was a very good sale. Oh, this next one was good as well. It's this Disneyland Spirit Jersey sweatshirt. And I found this at Value Village for like $5. I had it listed for a while, partly because I was considering it for myself and just had fallen in love with it. So I didn't accept any lowball offers, waited it out, and it sold on Mercari for $97. So I profited $78.60 after fees. This was just a Zara tan midi t-shirt dress that I got at the bins. I'm not going to pick up Zara anymore, I don't think. Yeah, I've maybe had one item that sold really well from them. I got lucky. It was like a velvet blazer that was like military style. It might have been a blogger favorite and it sold for really good money, but everything else has just sat for me and been horrible. So yeah, this was sitting for a long time, pretty boring piece. It sold for $14.99 on eBay. So I was happy to get rid of that. Also, REI has been sitting for me personally. I got these at the bins, these REI black pants, and they sat and sat for a very long time, but they eventually sold for $24 with discounted shipping on Poshmark. This pink purple fleece, we got at the bins, and I sold it for $15 on eBay, as it was pretty oversaturated. So I was just like, but it actually did move pretty quickly. So that was good. I'm not picking up pink or Victoria's Secret much. I'm trying not to anymore. This Arc'teryx green t-shirt was awful, and we should not have picked it up. It was embarrassing that we did. But we found it at the bins, and it had, I don't know if it was blood stains or just stains, I don't know, on the front, pretty bad. And eventually someone bought this from me for $9 on eBay, and I was happy to get rid of it. Okay, so this piece, I was just mentioning recently how Fossil, I'm like not sure about if I should be picking it up, but recently it has been moving for me, which is good. So this piece took forever to sell. I found it at the bins, and it's a vintage leather crossbody. It finally sold for $27 in discounted shipping on Poshmark. This Kate Spade polka dot bag I got for $4 at Value Village, and it sold for $15 on Poshmark. I've had it forever. It really wasn't a sought after style, not valuable, so I was happy parting ways with that. This is this pair of Torrid faux leather leggings that we got at the bins. They sold for $26 discounted shipping. Next sale is this Cole Haan brown leather purse, which was beautiful. It was pebbled leather, and I loved it. It was damaged. I did sell it on Poshmark for $35. I could have gotten a lot more if it was not damaged. These Lucky Brand men's dark wash jeans did have some weird flaws. Not horrible flaws, just it's they cut it on the leg to maybe account for boots or something. I don't know. But they sold for $20 on Poshmark. This BCBG Max Azria wrap dress, I got it at the bins. I thought it was a duster cardigan, and it was actually a genuine wrap dress. It sold for $26 on eBay pretty quickly, which I was surprised, as I've heard that brand does not do well. Athleta shorts, these we got at the bins, and I sold for $21 on Mercari. This was a good sale. This was one of my first not retail arbitrage, but online flips. So I got these Jimmy Choo pumps, size 10. I got them from the RealReal for $25.95, and they sold on eBay for $100. I had them priced at $120. Someone sent me an offer for $100, and I was very happy with that. So with that and the fees and promotion fees, I earned $56.85. And I want to get closer, I want to include more of these flips and move towards this model more, but going to the bins, we have a lot of lower price items in here too. Okay, so these Lane Bryant linen pants, yeah, so I got them in close to October, September 27th or something. Anyway, in the fall of last year, and they finally sold for $15 on Poshmark. And if this was something that I had just gotten right now, recently and listed, maybe I could have gotten more. I'm not sure. I just was happy to move them out. These Echo leather loafers, I sold on Poshmark. We got them from the bins. I sold them for $20. They weren't in the best condition, and I have another pair of Echo shoes that just have sat for me, and I was just happy to move things especially on Poshmark with it being slower. I'm more lenient to accept offers, and as I'm trying to move towards higher dollar sales, like prioritizing that, I'm more flexible with what I'm willing to let go, like with old inventory. Okay, these Nike vintage nylon track pants we got at the bins, and I sold them for $15 on Poshmark pretty quickly. This is a pair of Ms. Moo's shoes that I found at the bins, and they sold for $36 with discounted shipping. They weren't in the perfect condition, but they still sold for good money. So I think I might experiment more with this brand, and yeah, they flipped pretty quickly. This is a Patagonia fleece, and it was branded. It did have a company logo on the back. We got it at the bins, and it sold for $20 pretty quickly on Poshmark. This is a Caslon long denim jean jacket blazer, size medium 90s. That's like the title that I put. And this is something that I got at Value Village for myself. I thought I was gonna wear it, but it was just boxy and too big for me. And so I did pay $10 because it was for myself. I sold it for $27 after a long time, so I did make $11.60. I wouldn't pick that up to like resell, but yeah, that was ended up being okay. Oh, this was a good flip, just a good old-fashioned quick flip. We found this at the bins. It's a Dutch Bros black and white print sweatshirt, and it was just fabulous feel, great look. It sold really quickly for $30 on Mercari. This next sale was an Alex Evenings vintage gown with a shawl. And it was a silk blend, I believe, like Mother of the Bride kind of look, very flowy, bohemian, beautiful. And I found one piece of this at the bins. Ryan found the other piece, and so we tried it out, and we're happy that we did. We listed it for $100, got an offer for $75 on Poshmark, and accepted. Next sale is a pair of Free People orange pants. Free People is just not moving for me, and so if I'm at the bins and I find Free People and it's not like a substantial piece, I'm probably gonna send it straight to consignment because it does pretty well over there. These we paid less than $2 for, and I accepted an offer of $15 on eBay. This is a Dutch Bros Slay the Day shirt that sold really quickly as well. We got from the bins. We got a lot of Dutch Bros stuff from the bins this one day, and it sold for $20 with discounted shipping on Poshmark. This was also something I was happy with. I got this at the bins. It's a Joie silk racerback tank top. And it wasn't even in perfect condition, but it sold for $20 on Poshmark really quickly. We got a few more Dutch Bros sales. Dutch Bros shirt Love Abounds. It's like this tie-dyed shirt. Should not have picked this up. We paid Goodwill prices for this when we were in our hometown, and got it home and realized that it had flaws and it was oversaturated and it was really small, and I don't know. So we paid $6.99, sold it for $13 on Poshmark, and we made $3.06 after many months. But hey, that's giving me more money than it would be sitting in the bank, so probably. Or like the same amount. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Yay. This next piece is a Dutch Bros gray flag hoodie. What?
You sold all of that Dutch Bros stuff.
A lot of it.
What did I tell you?
I know. Dutch Bros.
That's a boa.
Yeah, you know, it is. If you can find it really cheap, especially, it flips really fast. There's a few pieces that I have that I either like haven't fully listed, or have them priced up too much, or they're just not good. Like I don't know. But we have sold a lot of Dutch Bros, and that's where I started with my reselling journey, was selling Ryan's old Dutch Bros stuff. So yeah, we got this at the bins. It was really pilled. If it was in good condition, I could have asked a lot more, but it was pilled. It was missing the sweatshirt like drawstring. And so someone just offered me $18 on Poshmark, and I accepted to move it out, and I was happy with a fast sale for that. This next piece was a Rag & Bone cutout knit shirt that we got at the bins, and yeah, I mean, it sold pretty quickly. I accepted an offer of $14, because I just wanted to move it out. It's just a shirt. Rag & Bone retails for a lot, but it doesn't always resell for a lot, especially shirts. So anyway, okay, yeah, this was a good gamble. We got this at the bins, and it's a vintage 90s J. Crew striped tunic. It was like just a wonderful, substantial, kind of almost canvasy cotton tunic. It was just beautiful. And it sold on eBay for $26.98. All right, this is a pair of Justin's cowboy boots, and we found these at the bins. We found most of our items at the bins that sold, but yeah, this sold on an offer for $40 on Poshmark. Oh, this surprised me because I don't have a good experience with Eddie Bauer, selling Eddie Bauer stuff, but this was an Eddie Bauer leather newsboy hat. And it sold, we got it at the bins, and as soon as we got it back, I was like, why did I get this? Like, I don't know. But it sold on Mercari for $19. These fry boots were so fun because we found these when we were in our hometown. My parents took me and Ryan to St. Vincent de Paul in Medford, which, man, I've got to say, like, I like that store more than Goodwill as far as, like, prices go, and you can find things that they miss more easily than Goodwill. Because Goodwill's, I mean, you probably know, like, they're more aware of brands and pricing them up and stuff. So I found these Fry brown boots for $6, and I remembered that my aunt specifically, she's a size 6, and these were 6.5, and she was like, hey, if you ever find any Fry boots, I will buy them off of you. And so I gave her a good deal. So I sold these to her. I created a listing on Facebook Marketplace and was like, if you want these, I'd be willing to sell them to you for $35 plus shipping. And so that's what we did, and she's so happy with them, and it makes me so happy. Oh, this was so funky. We got this funky fanny pack at the bins, and it sold really quickly for $20 with discounted shipping on Poshmark. I feel like fanny packs, accessories, hats, belts, those things sell pretty quickly compared to shirts and things like that for me. Next sale were these Naked and Famous pants that we got at the bins, and I listed them pretty high. I listed them at $80, but I did accept an offer of $40 on Poshmark because I just wanted to make a sale that day. I think it's been slower this month, but yeah, I don't know. So I accepted. I was happy with that profit. Next thing, I was surprised that this sold and there weren't any issues. We got this Nike 2XL pink sweatshirt, softest thing ever. But it had flaws that we realized when we got back. Like the pocket part of it, like it had a kangaroo pocket, but it was like descended, like it had come unattached, and it was weird, and it had some snags and stains. So I just disclosed that in the listing, but still sold it for $19 on Mercari. This was my old Star Wars shirt, and it served me well like my sophomore year of high school, and I just wore it so much. And so my mom was like, oh, going through old things. She's like, do you want this? I'm like, yeah, I bet I could sell it. And so I did. I sold it for $19 and discounted shipping. And it just makes me happy to know that someone out there is wearing that shirt that they got from me to help live on that shirt's legacy. All right, this next sale, it's a pair of Helly Hansen windbreaker pants that we found at the bins, and they sold on eBay for $32.95. That was a full price sale. This next item, you know what? I get mad at myself when we come back from the bins and we find flawed items, or we pick up flawed items and I'm like, man, like, why did I do this to myself? But they still sell, weirdly. For example, these Ray-Bans with a case, both the Ray-Bans and the case were damaged, but it was a rare pair of Ray-Bans from the 80s. And so I just disclosed the flaws, but they still sold for $35.99 on eBay. So that was awesome. Very cool. Next sale were these Code West black boots that we got at the bins. And oh my gosh, I was thinking about them for myself. Like, they're not really my style, but they were so interesting. And they had so much attention. So yeah, I was sending out offers and sent a $52 offer with discounted shipping, and someone accepted. And I was happy with that. Next sale, I shouldn't have picked this up, but I didn't lose any money, just some time listing it. Hannah Anderson denim skirt that we got at the bins, and I just like threw it in the cart. It was pretty lightweight, but we got back and I realized that it had stains on it. It wasn't super dramatic, but when you get it under the photo lights, it's like, dang it. So I did list it and sold it for $9 on Mercari. So I did make $5.28. Was it worth my time? I don't know, but I'm glad I didn't lose money. This next sale is a pair of Okabashi tan flats that I got at a Goodwill last summer for $3.99. And in my mind, I was like, whoa, these are selling for like $15 and these are $4. I can make money on that. And I don't know if it was before we learned about the bins or what, but I don't know. They took forever to sell, and they eventually sold for $16 on Mercari. And yeah, Okabashi is a brand that's sold at Target, so I don't know why I thought that was a good pickup. Sometimes Target can be a good pickup, but I don't know, that was weird. This next sale was a vintage corduroy plaid newsboy hat. And honestly, I didn't have a lot of faith in the item. I could have gotten more. We got it at the bins, and I just had this fear of sitting on it forever. And yeah, so I listed it at $32. Someone offered me $13 on Poshmark, and I accepted. And then afterwards I was like, oh, I probably could have gotten at least $20 for that, but it's okay. We move on. This Duluth Trading Co. sweater sold. It was 100% wool, Shetland wool. And we found it at the bins. It actually sold once on eBay and the person never paid, which was frustrating, but it did sell full price for $50 on eBay. Again, another item that sold and the person didn't pay, this North Face jacket that we found at the bins. It did have a small flaw. Well, not a small flaw. It had a flaw. I think it was like a hole in the hood. Yeah, but someone bought it on eBay. And then she asked me to wait for her, and I was like, okay, sure. And gave me a whole sob story, and I waited, and then she didn't pay the day that she said that she would. And it was this whole dramatic thing. And she was like, can you just, afterwards, she's like, can you just wait a few days or something? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. You told me to wait until this time, and I did, and you didn't pay. And so yeah, I just canceled the order because of non-payment and blocked the person. And yeah, it was just really stupid. And from now on, I mean, you always say that, I don't know. But yeah, from now on, I'm just not going to be that flexible with payment. And I shouldn't have been anyways. But it did sell to someone else on Poshmark for $20. So I got that out. And we're moving on. This next sale I was happy with. It's Relic by Fossil purse, and it's new. It was new with tags. We got it at the bins. I think it was possibly a newer style, something that's still in stores, and it sold for $36 on Poshmark. Yeah, we just have 2 more sales. So this next one is a pair of Sam Edelman tall suede brown boots. And they were amazing. These were amazing boots. They felt so soft, so beautiful. I wish they were in my size. I paid $11.19 at, I believe it was Goodwill. And I expected to get near 100 for these. And I maybe could have held out longer. However, someone offered me, I sent out deep discounts to move sales a little bit as Poshmark has been slower. And so I sent a 20% offer, or maybe, I don't know, it was 20. Because lately have been sending 10. Anyways, that's beside the point. So I sent them an offer and they countered at $50, and I thought about it for a while and I waited until the next day, and I looked at comps and it looks like that was what I could expect to sell if it was selling right now. So I accepted, and I made $28.81. So not as much as I was expecting, but towards the end of the month, I was just happy to make any sales with Poshmark. Okay, and the last sale for April was this moth print dress, and I believe the brand is Effie's Heart, and it sold on eBay after I relisted it. So I had it listed for a while for about $50, and I had a lot of attention on this dress, but then I got tired of seeing it, and I was like, you know, I need to relist this at a more reasonable price. And so what I've been doing on eBay is taking my oldest listings, doing sell similar, and it copies all your information for that that post, that listing, and I just deselect the price and reselect it again, if that makes sense, just to see eBay's recommended thing instead of my like way marked up thing. And so I listed it at $39, so just honestly just $10 lower. And then someone liked the item. I sent them a $35 offer and they countered at $30, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. And so I earned $23.80. Yeah. So altogether for the month of April, I earned $1,246.19. So yeah, a lot farther from where I started, and we're just trying to grow that more and more. But yeah, not too shabby. So thank you so much for watching. If you didn't already, please like this video. It helps other people find it, helps our channel, and subscribe if you haven't already as well. Also, comment down below what your favorite sale was, anything that surprised you, and your favorite, maybe your top sale for the month. Okay, thanks for watching again, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.